Alright guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and this is the first day off that I have had in a long time to be able to work on my test hood, and it's been several months since I've actually touched this. This has actually been sitting behind my shed. We've got bird poop etching. We've got like severe dirt and just staining all over it. It needs a good wash. We're doing work on all of our test hoods. I'm going to be starting a new test on some coatings, spray coatings. So we're actually going to see what is left behind on these test panels. I don't have much hope just because they've been so severely neglected. It's actually been all winter since I've touched these. I think it was actually late summer, early fall. So this is a really good durability test. But we're going to wash this and see if there's any signs of life. We're going to hit it actually with a water spot remover, even a wheel acid, just to see, because I know for sure we've got some heavy water staining mineral deposits that have built up. So let's see if there's anything still there. So after our first initial rinse, you can see the panel is flat. There's no hydrophobics whatsoever, which I expected because of all the dirt that had built up on it. We're going to go ahead and wash this with my favorite soap, Phoenix EOD Apex Auto Wash. This is a pH neutral, high foaming, high lubricity soap. This is actually a product I sell here at my shop for my customers to maintain their coatings with. You can see all of the nasty dirt that we are getting off of the panel. We're going to rinse everything and see where our initial hydrophobics are at and if we need to go further. All right. For all you haters, I don't remember everything, but I do remember that this was Underdog Pro. This was Underdog Light. We had Ethos Graphene. We had Extreme Solutions Graphene. We had Owner's Pride coating. And this is Ceramic Pro Sport. Those are the only ones that over an entire winter of not being touched, just neglected, caked on, baked on, pooped on. I just did a quick contact wash. That right there, you're welcome, Joel, is proof in the pudding that even if you neglect this stuff, it's gonna be fine. That is really impressive. I didn't expect this one, honestly. This is the Owner Pride. You can see we got like those sweat marks. It's still there. Even Light, it's doing decent. It's not 100%, but Pro came out guns blazing. We're gonna do a water spot remover. We're going to do an acid treatment. It's going to be a little bit of torture. Actually, low pH, but they're high chemicals, strong chemicals. Let's see what happens. Now I'm just curious. So we're going to rinse and dry everything. Drying is actually really impactful to removing any sort of residue that might be on the panel. First up, we're going to hit this with McKee's 37, their acid-free formula fast water spot remover. This does a great job of going after fresh hard water stains or mineral deposits on a panel. Sometimes it's not the most effective with really stubborn ones, so we're just going to see if we go after it with a light water spot treatment, what kind of results we get with hydrophobics. We're going to rinse that residue off, give it a good rinse, and we'll be able to see that a lot of our products look like they have a little bit more life breathed into them. Next up, we're going to use Hot Shot Wheel Acid. This is a 2-to-1 dilution ratio. Acid is a great way to remove any remaining stubborn mineral deposits on a panel. I did a video recently on it for really aggressive hard water stains, and you can see even after rinsing our residue off, and then we're going to go ahead, dry, and rinse again so that way we don't have any chemical or soap residue left behind. We've got some really impressive hydrophobics going on that I did not expect. So you can still see our tape lines. And when it comes to kind of examining water spotting issues, after doing both of those treatments, to be honest, I'm not seeing any water spots here. Not a whole lot here. Graphene is going to help reduce that. As things dry, but I'm kind of flabbergasted and kind of speechless because I didn't expect this. Kind of did. I'd hoped, but I didn't know what to expect. So we've done a acid-free water spot remover. We've done an acid-based water spot remover. that should have removed any sort of water spotting issues. I'm not really seeing any sort of water spotting issues. We still have slick paint right here. I can tell a difference when I go from the taped surfaces. When we get to this one, there's still that slickness. So I am only seeing right here was a little bit of our angel wax legacy. That was our sheeting coating. I'm still seeing something there. Our owner's pride, it's on its tail end, but it's still there. Underdog Pro, Ethos Graphene, Extreme Solutions Graphene. Out of all of these coatings that are really hanging in there, this has the tightest beads. I didn't expect any of our ceramic sealants to really hold up. Seeing a little bit of signs of life out of our, believe this one might have been the Extreme Solutions graphene spray coating, because this was, I believe, the Atoms. I actually have to go back and watch my own video. I know this was the Angel Wax, and it looks like over time we still want to have some sheeting, but it looks pretty flat right now. That Pro looks fantastic. Light showing a little bit, slight signs of weakness. It's sheeting more than beading. Ceramic Pro Sport, 12 months, completely neglected. Something is still there. Obviously, if you were to compare our light to our Ceramic Pro Sport, we've got a huge difference, but we've got almost sheeting here. But it takes some time. It's not a rapid sheeter. Our owner's pride is actually surprising me. Pleasantly surprised. I wouldn't say that it's performing as I would expect. This is the original formula. This isn't their new updated formulas where it's multiple layers. This is still the original formula that was rated for up to 7 years. You can see it's taken a hit, but it's still there. It's holding on. Same as our Technician's Choice coating. We've got very, very small signs of life. Even our Angel Wax titanium coating. Extreme Solutions graphene sheeting. Our Ethos graphene sheeting a lot faster if you were to compare the two. This one's going to be sheeting a lot faster, but still have nice beading when it's kind of misted. But if you're looking for the winner for this round, and we're just going to declare this panel done. We're going to get new coatings ready. And we're going to actually do better updates. We're going to do more torture tests that you guys are used to versus long-term durability tests. It is hard to duplicate real-world results on anything other than a driving vehicle. But for those of you that want to see neglected, let out in the sun, baked on, caked on, pooped on, Underdog Pro is holding up fantastic. I know there's a lot of people that for newer coatings around that 12-month point, they start saying, hey, any updates? Well, here's a real world update on something that hasn't been washed in 8 months. It's doing great. And actually, this coming weekend, we're going to be doing an update on the Underdog Pro on my neighbor's Jeep that we coated last year. This was actually one of the first videos that I did reviewing Underdog Pro. And I have been anxiously waiting our schedules to align, and we're going to be able to do that video for you guys very soon. So if you want to see that update, real world example, this vehicle has been properly maintained. Those that want to see how Underdog Pro is holding up when you properly maintain it, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell off to the side. We're going to be showing you guys that real world update very soon. So Alright guys, that's a wrap. My apologies for kind of neglecting this test hood, but in a way I'm kind of glad because I thought everything would be completely dead. I didn't think anything would really be able to hold up to that. So once again, here's a final look at our test panel. What products are still shining through. Got a little bit of something going on there. But very, very surprised and impressed. Alright guys, we've got other test panels we're working on. And for those that wanted to see the results for the Art to Shine coatings that we had applied on our second panel, we're just going to do a quick wash. We're going to do the acid-free water spot remover and the acid-based water spot remover. They really didn't need it though. Even just after the wash, they were fine. But you can see here's our coatings after. The right is the Art to Shine ceramic metal oxide coating, which is a sheeting coating. You can see it's got really nice sheeting quality still. It doesn't look like they've diminished too terribly much. You can see a nice crisp line once we're done flooding the panel. And then on the left is the nanographene coating. This was the first version. I actually have not tried any of the newer updated versions, which I've heard are easier to apply and even more durable. Both look fantastic. Even after we just did a simple wash, I could tell that they were actually starting to repel the soap. And we did our first rinse, and these look very impressive. This is, again, professional grade, authorized installer only products, so I was expecting nothing less than what I'm seeing here now. So great job. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun coatings for you guys to check out. All right.